watching GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley, and we are at Smart Post Sound in L.A., or is North Hollywood? Burbank. And I'm here with Tamara Johnson, who's a partner at Smart Post Sound. And Tamara, can you talk about sort of like what basically the company does? And I'm sure there's a lot of facets, but what in general, what part of the industry they work in?
Well, we specialize in offering full-service sound packages. So from editorial to ADR to Foley to final mix to delivering the product.
When did you really sort of start moving over to doing the majority of your mixes in surround in 5.1?
I would say 2 years ago, and now we've had, once everything changed over this summer, now it's like an absolute edict that everything we do has to be in 5.1. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
So recently it's become sort of like a universal standard?
Yes. Well, the biggest challenge working in 5.1 is that there are no 5.1 sources. So, in few cases, especially in television, you won't receive your music in 5.1. It comes in stereo. And to make it sound like it's in surround, there's several different ways of cheating it, but there really hasn't been a good way to achieve that until I stumbled across the Pentio process this summer at a demo at 20th Century Fox. And they were playing all these different songs in that lovely scoring stage. And these are songs I'm very familiar with, and all of a sudden I was hearing things in the mix that I'd never heard before because the Pentio process had pulled it all out. And at the end of the demo, I went up to the guy that invented it, John, and just said, I'm completely amazed and I want to be a part of this. Selfishly, because I'm thinking I want a box because I want to be able to mix this way, but I also see it as an amazing step in bringing 5.1 home and theatrically as well, and it's a process that no one else duplicates this, so it's very exciting.
Yeah. So the Pentio process, it started off as a service at first, is that right?
It did. It started off where you would upload the tracks that you wanted to have Pentioized, and it would go through like a 52-step process in the lab, and then it would come. Then they would send back the files to the dubbing stage, and then now there's been a real-time box created that literally I can plug in stereo, and 5.1 comes out, and there are parameters within that box that allow me to increase how much goes to the front, to the back, how wide I want to make it, and then additionally, once you capture that sound in Pro Tools, then you can automate. Maybe I want to pull down the stereo a little bit, the center a little bit here because there's dialogue happening, but I still want everything around me. So I have all those options with me between Pentio and Pro Tools. You can just make a luscious mix.
Right. I think the process is basically is it doing conversion, analog to digital conversion at all in the
No, it's
box?
Digital in, digital out.
It's digital and digital.
Right. What it does is remap the pan pot positions of the original stereo mix. So if, however they had it, however the original mixer had it in their mind, where they wanted things placed, if it's hard left or hard right, that's now in the left and right surrounds. Center stays center, and the 10 and 2 positions on the pan pots are sort of left and right. So it's panoramically slicing the stereo and just wrapping it around you. There's no phase manipulation. There's no, changing the frequencies maybe and putting those into the surround. It's literally the stereo mix that's just widened out, folds down just flawlessly back to stereo, mono compatible. Yeah. So it's really fantastic.